Celtic Park fell silent for 12 minutes against Hibernian as fans staged a powerful protest against the board. Brendan Rodgers has now made a big statement. We will go over what he said in today's video as he has made a plea to the fans. Not only that, we will also go over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours.
But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.
Celtic supporters maintained their campaign against the club's hierarchy with another planned protest during Sunday's Premiership clash with Hibernian at Celtic Park. The opening 12 minutes of the match were played in near silence, as fans once again withheld their vocal backing to symbolise 12 minutes without the 12th man. The Green Brigade and other organised groups confirmed in advance that further silences are planned for Thursday's Europa League meeting with Braga and next Sunday's league match against Motherwell. Tensions between supporters and the Parkhead board remain high, with growing anger at the club's recruitment strategy, communication failures, and recent financial statements. Chief Executive Michael Nicholson was even confronted in the stands by fans as discontent boiled over once more. On the pitch, Brendan Rodgers' side were held to a frustrating 0-0 draw, dropping points for the second time in 6 league games. But Captain Callum McGregor insists the players were not distracted by the unrest in the stands. He said, "When the game starts, the players don't really notice too much. You are thinking about the game and where you should be. After that, you hear a little bit and the atmosphere is there. The job of the team is to try and get the crowd going as quickly as possible. If we start well, hopefully the whole thing comes to life again. We are where we were a couple of weeks ago. It is now on the team to put in performances to make everyone happy. That doesn't change." Now, for the main story is yesterday at Celtic Park, what should have been a routine league fixture against Hibernian became something quite different in its opening stages. For the first 12 minutes, the home supporters stood in complete silence, not due to lack of passion, but as part of a coordinated protest against the Celtic board. The atmosphere was almost eerie. A stadium usually alive with noise, songs, and chants fell quiet, leaving the sound of the ball and the shouts from players echoing around the pitch. Brendan Rodgers, of course, couldn't ignore it. After the game, which ended in a frustrating 0-0 draw, the Celtic boss addressed the unusual atmosphere and the challenge it posed to his team. He admitted that those opening minutes felt different and that silence in a football ground can sometimes weigh on players, but he was also quick to highlight how things changed once the noise returned. Rodgers said that after the 12th minute, you could instantly feel the lift from the crowd, and that energy, in his view, makes a real difference to the players on the pitch. What was striking about Rodgers' response is that he didn't delve into the politics of why the protest happened. He didn't take sides, nor did he criticize the fans. Instead, he took a balanced stance, recognizing the supporters' right to make their feelings known, while at the same time urging them to focus on creating an atmosphere that drives the team forward. His message was clear. He wants Celtic Park to be a place of passion, belief, and noise. Rodgers reminded everyone that when Celtic Park is rocking, it can be one of the most intimidating venues in European football. He spoke about his responsibility as manager to give the fans something to shout about, but he also made a point of saying that the players feed off the energy in the stands. That connection, that bond between the team and the support is what he believes will carry Celtic through the domestic season and their Europa League campaign. Looking ahead to Thursday's clash with Braga, Rodgers was keen to stress the importance of bringing the noise onto the pitch, not just relying on the stands, but also in the players' performance. Yet, with another 29 minutes silent protest planned for that night, his comments were also a quiet plea to the fans. While he didn't criticise their actions, he clearly wants to see Celtic supporters at their vocal best, because he knows the difference it can make when the team are pushing for goals. Ultimately, Rodgers handled the situation in a way that kept the focus firmly on football. He avoided controversy. He didn't undermine the fans' protest, but he underlined the reality. Celtic need the energy of their supporters, and those 12 silent minutes show just how powerful and how noticeable their voice really is. In other news, Brendan Rodgers gave a fresh update on Rio Hatate ahead of Celtic's clash with Hibernian at Celtic Park on Saturday afternoon. The Japanese midfielder picked up a hamstring issue in midweek against Red Star Belgrade, sparking concerns over whether he would be fit to feature. Hatate has struggled with hamstring problems in the past, and Rodgers confirmed the club would be cautious in managing his recovery. The midfielder has already missed spells through injury over the past year, making his fitness an ongoing concern for Celtic. Rodgers admitted the issue was not thought to be serious, but suggested it may take time before Hatate is fully ready to return. With a packed schedule, including domestic fixtures and European commitments, managing his minutes will be crucial. Speaking before the Hibs game, the Celtic boss offered reassurance while acknowledging the frustration of losing a key player once again. He said, "Rio, yeah, we hope it won't be too long for him." Rodgers' words will come as some comfort to supporters who have grown accustomed to seeing Hatate sidelined at key moments. His creativity and drive from midfield make him one of Celtic's most important players, and his absence is always felt when he is not available. The Irishman's tone suggested this setback is minor compared to previous injuries, though the caution around hamstring issues means a return cannot be rushed. Celtic's medical team are expected to monitor him closely before easing him back into action. In Hatate's absence, others will be asked to step up. Luke McCowan and Arne Engels are among the midfielders likely to benefit from more minutes, while Callum McGregor will again carry the burden of control in the middle of the park. The timing of the injury is especially frustrating, with Celtic hosting Braga in Europe next Thursday before a league meeting with Motherwell at Celtic Park the following Sunday. Hatate could be a huge miss in both matches if he is not past fit in time. With the season still in its early stages, Celtic will hope Hatate's latest injury proves only a short interruption. Rodgers remains optimistic, but his team will need to cope without one of their most influential midfielders in the meantime. In other news, Celtic were held to a frustrating 0-0 draw by Hibernian at Celtic Park, in a match where the statistics painted a staggering picture of dominance from Brendan Rodgers' side. The champions produced wave after wave of pressure, finishing the game with 77% possession, 26 shots, and an XG of 3.00 compared to Hibs' meagre 0.80. Despite creating 7 big chances, Celtic's finishing deserted them, missing every single one. Iheanacho was probably the biggest culprit on the day of not converting on his first start at Celtic Park. Hibernian, by contrast, had just 4 attempts on goal across the 90 minutes, registering only 1 shot on target, yet David Gray's side somehow emerged with a point, thanks to a combination of wasteful Celtic finishing and sheer defensive resilience. The passing statistics underline just how lopsided the contest was. Celtic completed an extraordinary 693 passes at 92% accuracy, compared to Hibs' 156 at 68%. In the opposition half alone, Celtic made 491 accurate passes, more than 3 times Hibs' total across the whole pitch.
What do you think of what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.